Good morning. You're faster than I am. Let me take a look. Which screen should I share? Okay, this one. Good morning to all. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all celebrated with all the moms that got the special thing is this is the same weekend that we have in Belgium. So normally our holidays or days when somebody gets are different in Europe than America. But Mother's Day seems to be at exactly the same time. Okay, I did not have any time yet to take a look what happened. Just I put it up the gap, and we have a huge weekly open gap. So I'm quite sure that we will fill this up. I'm not sure it will happen today, but this we definitely need to fill up. Okay, let's take a look at the 4 hour. What 4 hour gap do? So yeah, I would love to see us fill this up. Let me see where we're headed. Will we just swap liquidity here? So if we do move up, there ain't much to see, except the next high would be already here. So this could be a very explosive move to the upside. Just as well if we go down. So we have a major gap and sitting in between. So but favorable to see how we react here. By the way, there has been worked on the PDF, so I believe by the end of the week I will have a nice overview for all of you, and then I will make a film or a movie out how we can add to the trades. I was just listening to the recap of time, and he showed that he will be continuing doing this. So, love to hear it. I hope that a few of you already took some profits too on crypto, because that was one nice run up. And today was news-free day, I believe, but we did not have any news at all. Nope, nothing at all. If I don't see a clear direction that we are moving in, I'm not even gonna try taking it. If we should have a clear direction, that should be here. Okay. So while I'm watching, you can already see inside the orb we have a few fair value gaps. So one here we created now a second. So if they are not filled up, and we should go down, that should be a stop. It should be all the way up here. If we go up, now if we go down, also we only have a small range to be sure. After we drop below this 1 minute for value gap, I'm sure we definitely continue. But until we got there, it's a very small range that we have today. This is where my eyes catch directly at it. Okay.
That's that. Click, clack.
Dude, that's some heavy music for the morning, guys. Mine is Mozart at this time, so I'm playing something totally different. How's everybody's weekend been? I hope everybody had an enjoyable and lovely weekend. I did. It's cooking here in Belgium. It's much hotter than we used to be, but I'm loving it. You won't hear me say anything not happy about it. ORB range will be shown in about 4 minutes from now. So we did fill up most of the gaps, so that's good to see. So I don't see a 1 minute for value gap anymore left at this point. My video's paused. Strange. Should be normal normally. I will re-enter. Maybe it's YouTube or the internet that's going a little bit slow. Maybe I'll stop playing extra. But looks like it should be working. Thank you for letting me know. The Neo. So I hope to most of you traders out there that you did not go over risk on this Monday morning and that you were calm and steady. I did have a great insight this weekend from my wife that she was beside me and she was telling me that we as traders have to be very aware when we are trading, and also when to stop trading. And I got a real nice insight at that point, and it felt like maybe I could share it with you all. Maybe one of you guys resonate with it. Um, Once we are trading and we get like into some kind of zone or environment where you start trading, and I'll give an example what I've done before. So I have traded also, and also have traded too much at a certain point. When I stopped, I couldn't believe that I've done what I've done at that point. Uh, but I learned now to first of all stop it, and I believe I got a solution to. So it is some kind of, people call it like casino trading, but it's like a dopamine kick that you get. So I used to be a gamer too, and I can compare it to the same feeling that I had from games where you could stay hours and hours of playing. So if you are also a gamer, if not, maybe it's not going to be useful for you, but if you are a gamer and you've done a trade, go play a video game afterwards. Get off directly and play a video game for like 10, 20 minutes. You will get exactly the same dopamine kick as trading, and you will feel relaxed more. I've tried this. Yes, I tried it this weekend to test if this had almost the same effect, and for me, actually, it did. So I don't feel anything anymore of my trading, but it did give me the same feeling. So like a winning trade. Maybe this can help people that are not easy of stopping with trading. I know there are a lot out there that still do it, so I've been there, so I know how it feels, and it's not easy to get directly out of it. But it's definitely a thing that we as traders need to be able to see ourselves do. By the way, the orb has created, so it's a small range, about 15 points, and this is a very small range for an orb. So I don't like two things about this range now. First of all, we came up and now we are starting to go sideways for at least 7 times 5 minutes. Now, what don't I like about this? First of all, I prefer now to see a continuation upwards, because if we should have gone down, normally we do this quite very fast. So if we have a movement up and we want to go to the other direction, we should move rather fast to the other direction. Here we did not. We had like quite a consolidation before we moved the down movement. So I'm not 100% sure this one will work out clean today. If it does work out clean, we have a huge amount of downside movement. But because I've seen this play out now the last few times exactly at the same movement, we have an FVG in here. We just swapped again liquidity, so we had still a 15-minute gap too. And I prefer to make you guys money, not to give it back to the market also. So we don't have any hour for value gap. So if we do go down today, this is gonna be at least to here. So that's gonna be one huge dump. That's 170 points at least. So we do have an gap again inside. So we have one here. Then there is this all build up liquidity above here. So we can see a few times that we had some. Where did that spike come from? There is no news, right? Am I? Did I miss something? Yeah, I see almost the same as you, dark one. Just if we do go huge volume above it, I'm not gonna be 100% sure I'm trading this one. First of all, we can see we are in a ranging movement. Even in 5 minutes, we are definitely in a ranging movement. If we go up, this is there is no liquidity inside, so this is gonna be a huge trade. And we get the fives. What do we have? See, there is really nothing here, so not even in the 15 minutes. The only thing that I can see is directly we go up to 20,729. Anything in between, I wouldn't know where the market would go. Let me say it like this. If we take it and we go above here and we stay with a nice clean candle of 5 minutes above it, I would prefer to take it to the highs. So that would be my target. Even if we have a 5 minute close above that, that's still a huge long from here. And this is then without adding. I'm not, oh, yeah, sorry guys. I'm not in a trade. Need to remind myself to put this on the screen. Yeah, true. Graduate. I am trying to adjust a bit of my trading skills here because of whole last week was nothing but giving back, and I don't prefer it. That we need to give back to markets. So especially here, I've seen this play out now the last 4 or 5 times that we have seen when we got this range, that London session is just continuing the same movement. So if we have an inside day, I prefer not to take it because London is an expansion movement. And if we have an inside day, there is no reason to trade this because then you're just going to get back to the market anyway. I don't see a clear movement of viewpoint that we should take it. Now we did sweep all this liquidity one more time, so that's great. The only liquidity upwards is above here. So this is why I wanted to see how we should react above this. So if we do react above this and we go down, then we have a clean short after grabbing a time-based liquidity, internal time-based liquidity, of course. And then we should see a nice continuation downwards. If we see a continuation downwards, yeah, we can drop all the way to this gap. So that's also a nice movement downwards. If we see an upwards movement and we stay above, let we say 20,563, we could see a nice. Oh, here's that sweep that I wanted to see. Now it happened live, so that's easy to see. We have 50 seconds until we close. Let's see what this happens. Now this is now the second time we had a sweep in a very short amount of time. So it needs liquidity. The market definitely needs some liquidity to move in some form of a direction. So this was almost a 5-minute close, 20 seconds left. If we should, yes, good morning.
The orb closed your on M2 earlier. If you check M5, it did close.
Did the orb close just? Oh yeah, the orb did close now. So if we should take it, our stop should be very low. That's the only downside about this one, but it looks good at this point. So if we stay above this the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna enter. Or stop should be here, so stop will be here. And my target will be all the way up there. So if we have a clean 15-minute close now and we do this, so that would be my target up here. So 20,720, that would be the full TP. The reason why I said I wanted to see a nice clean close above this area, and in this amount of movement I have no idea. You can't really see if it's clean, yes or no. So I'm gonna wait another 2 minutes. So anybody that did enter already. So where should you at? At 1.5. This is a nice adding point. This too. So here you have two very clean adding points. Did I miss an FEG? No, I didn't not.
Yes, you do have PG.
So we have one here. That was not finished. Here we go. Okay. So this is why I wanted to see what happens if we did stay above, yes or no. This is why I actually wanted to wait to see this happen. I just entered it with the close of the minute, but this is actually what I wanted to see. Not on my screen for a second. Delete some stuff. So I am. Yeah, you all can see that I'm in a trade, right? So adding would be the first part, should be up here. So 20,005.9. If we have a clean close above it, another add, I would do that 20,614. These are now standard deviations I used because there is nothing there. First TP can be up here. So this is an hourly candle close. So that's 20,000. And here we need to take a look if it stays above, yes or no. So if it should stay above, we could have a nice clean close to here. So that means one, two, how many points is this? 58, 4, 4. Should be a 2 hour. But I do want us to see us close in the next 5 minutes above here again. So this 5 minute looks very clean. The only thing I don't like about this trade is the 15-minute gap that we have below here. That's the only thing I don't like. But for the rest of this looks quite good. I prefer to take this trade any day. First of all, my mic was on silent. Sorry. I'm on Combine because I'm not allowed to share my normal trades. Top Step mailed me. This is my wife's account. So here we had an yeah. I'm trading always funded. I'm not allowed to share it because I'm sharing it also on YouTube. Yeah, they gave me an announcement that I'm not allowed to do it anymore, or they were not going to give me a clean payout. Let me say it like that. Yeah, I have no idea who showed them because I only have like 600 followers, so I don't believe that they should have seen it through that. But yeah, they didn't like it. So all my trades I take is always funded. So what did I very much like about this? First of all, here we took inside for value gap. We have a huge displacement above the highs. So I wanted to see how we reacted. We stayed above, clean movement, 5 minutes also, clean movement upwards, grab liquidity. This looks to me a continuation moving further upwards. If we kept having these small candles, I would have said differently, but this looks a very clean movement upwards. So main TP is 20,719. First TP, here we will need to take a look in what the market does. If it does continue moving further upwards, I'm gonna add again until the highs then. Now we go to 20,703. This is the first wick. This is the second one. I prefer that we should take profits on the first wick and not the second one because I've seen that we sometimes don't hit both of them. And now we can have a bit of patience, of course. Maybe take a look at the chat if somebody asks something. Yeah, oh no, to the usual. So do I. I prefer us to take that liquidity down below, but or in that gap, but that can also happen in Y session. It doesn't need to happen in London. So, because I didn't have any clear viewpoint where we should have added, I just took my deviations and then I start adding odds 1.5, then 2.5, and then above 3. So this is quite a range in between, and I leave this space so that I definitely want to see us make the same continuation of movement. I'm making a PDF so that people can add to trades, but I prefer to look at it at a different point, and this is where I look most at is points of interest where I want to see liquidity. So because this is a 4 hour and there was an hour and nothing in between, so this was just a wick and a body, you don't have any reference point inside. So if you don't have any reference points where I should add liquidity or where the liquidity is being taken from, I just have to use a different method. That's why I use then the standard deviations. And you can add on any of them. So if you want to add directly on a half, 1.5, and go out at 2, perfectly fine.
the high time frame was so bullish. Like I think we're trying to.
The mic is working. I just was not putting him on at this point. I'm not such a big talker about constantly when I'm in a trade. I prefer to just watch, and if I talk too much, I get distracted. So that's why I prefer not to talk too much.
Aiden, mute yourself. Fuck. Bro, fucking mute yourself. Fuck.
So now I want to see a clean movement upwards. No struggling. Here it needs to cleanly move further. So we had a nice movement. Second 15 minutes, we had a clean move upwards. So we should stay above our entry now. So if we have a clean close here, I will be adding. And this is all about patience. I will be silent for a few minutes, guys. You will see me add when you do. It's on the screen, anyways. If you did enter the ORB directly from start, um, this is almost a 2 hour, so be free to take profits if you did take it as a normal viewpoint. This was a 1.7, so if you should have taken it normal, so be free to take trims where you feel comfortable.
That's that. Quick clap.
So there's one more 15 minutes for value gap inside. So if we do, if people are not speaking, can you please mute yourself? I just put on my headphone again. It's nicer for everybody. How do I determine my R's? It depends on the amount of liquidity that I have. So I take about 5 to 8% of my liquidity for an R. So a max of 10% that I use of the total amount of money that I have standing. That is the amount that I want to give. So there is a 15-minute FEG here. So if we tap this and we move directly further upwards, and then we have like an ILM move upwards, I definitely would re-enter. because it may definitely close this off, so that's perfectly fine. The only thing I don't like is that we still have a small one down here that didn't got filled up. I hope you all saw that I trimmed the contract off. It's just because pre-London has not been very favorable last the last few days that we've been trading it, so prefer to keep everything that we make. We can always re-add, so this would be adding at a lower position even than I entered, so that's even better. Now let's see what happens once we react it here. So we touched it now. If we want to continue moving upwards, we should in the next 3 minutes move directly up. If not, I will close them. So that's why I put a soft stop here. I don't want to see us go under here. And if we do move further upwards, that means we should tap it and then see a wick like we saw in the previous candle. In the next minute or something, this will be determined. Oh, this is like 1/4 of an hour, so this is like really nothing that we gave back to the market. And also here you can see this is why we wait until we have a full closure body above it, because we just tapped it and we directly started moving the other direction. So always wait until you have a full close before adding. Can yeah, true. London's open in a few minutes, in about 2 minutes from here. So this will show us a direction. London always likes to have the highs from something, so if we do drop lower, I believe we will go one more time up. I do want us to move up right now. Nope. Okay. This does not look very promisable. Okay, so that was that liquidity. That was our first TP. Expect this move. So put your stops at BE directly, guys. Trim like you want. I don't care. So this sometimes happens. That was almost full TP. Take profit like you guys want to. So that was full TP. Didn't even have the chance to add anything. End of trade, guys. Did not have enough volume to move it upwards. It had so much volume in London's open. Did not expect a 211 point move on the opening price. But happy to give you some extra funds for the New York session. So I was in here. That was TP, just a bit above. So I only had one contract and I made a bit more than an R at this point. $309 I made, so I made more than an R. And I didn't even have chance to add anything. And it looks like it keeps flying. Whew, what a candle. Okay, let's log this for everybody. Share screen. Happy that pre-London for the first time again worked. Was a while, so it should have worked. This gives me a bit more confidence again. Yeah, even if after a while and you constantly see things do not move the way you want it to move, sometimes even my brain still talks to me and tells me it's not gonna work. But this time it did, and it had huge amount of volume. Seven Phoenix. So we entered the trade at this candle close. No, the 15-minute. So this one that was 11:15, and it was closed at 12. $15 and closed at 12. Was a long. That was a 1.5 for me. ORB long. Did not had time to add. Open market. London. Just sky rocket up to full TP. What? See, now here we could see an ILM movement and then go to that opening gap. This is what I this is what I said. There's nothing in between here, so there was really no liquidity that could have been swept after that, except of going all the way to the highs. Okay, so that's it for today. If anybody, well, let me take a chat. Okay, now I can take a look at the chat. So the charts will be like this. The YouTube stream. If anybody has a question, you can still ask, of course. Okay, let me go move a little bit up in the nice start for the morning for the Monday session. 3K. This is Doja. No, this is not a back test. This is real. I trade always live. I had no idea what that was. What a candle. So that was opening from London. I believe there was a lot of liquidity resting aside at London session. So that's why we moved up like huge. I've seen London pump a few times. So this is why I do pre-London. There was no news tap. So that's why I do pre-London, because if we have a continuation from pre-London into London session, we get the opening and the continuation range all the way after that. Oh, I believe you guys are looking at a blank screen. So this way we have a nice continuation moving further upwards. Do not FOMO into this trade, just let it play out now. If you want to take a trade the other direction, you can. If you take a win, do not trade anymore. Be happy. Do something else. US cut tariffs on Chinese goods from 30% from to 30% from 145 for 90 days. Whoa, was that the pump? Was that the reason? Yeah. Have a great day, Gill Sheep. Same for me, Franny. There was no possibility to add anything. Yeah, if you, Jürgen, you took a 5R, huge trade, very grateful. But make sure that you, first of all, lock it and that you keep your and that you keep your profits. So take the day off until the New York session. 100% true. Markets will be here again. Happy to share with love, guys. I will do this session tomorrow again. Yes, Bunny. I'm here every day pre-London session. No, it's not a normal session of London. It's pre-session, so we take it an hour early before the markets opened. Dev. What's my confluence for the entry? Oh, that's a pre-London session, Renee. If you want to have a full information about it, I had a few full back testing of a year of this, and I've been trading this now for over 3 months consistently and being very profitable. So if you want to have the information about how you can take it, Renee, just send me a DM. I'll send you the information through it. Smart one, Gar. Very great. With love, George. Yeah, of course. You want me to go, Bunny? Do you want me to go re-over this trade? Why I take this trade, or okay? She just left. Stay on for another 5 minutes. If anybody has some nice questions, I will answer, of course. If not, please log your trade. Very grateful if you have taken a nice profit, but this is one big candle for an opening market, even of a London session. So I will be correctly. I've been watching. You couldn't connect. Okay, so let's see. Oh, my YouTube, my channel. Wait, this is my channel. I'm trying to make something with Ty to make a nice video about this, how to add and why I'm adding at certain points. So I wanted to add here, here, here. Why I'm adding at certain points. So I wanted to add here, here, here. Okay. I wanted to add here, here, here. The reason why I wanted to add at certain points is because if we add to it winning trades, we can have like a 4-5 R. So the reason why I took a contract off because I saw a drop, a small drop, still be a continuation because there was a small gap below it. This is why I took a contract off to make sure that we keep our profits, so we don't back anything to the market. And I said, if we tap this 15-minute fair value gap and we see a nice movement away from it, I wanted to add again, but I did not expect a move like this away from it. This is a bit of a big candle, guys. So we don't always see an opening candle from 203 points, and within the next 5 minutes we're up 303 points. So that's just like a huge trade. But this can make up for all the trades that were last week not correctly. So this is how we can combine it together. Anytime. Bunny, if you want to have full information about how I take my trades on pre-London sessions, send me a DM. I'll make sure that I can share you the information and links. To all the rest, I wish you all a very great trading day. And okay, to all the rest, I wish you all a very great trading day. See you all tomorrow morning or in the afternoon at London and New York session. And if you've taken a win, please stop trading for the rest of the day. Less trading makes more profits. Believe me, I've been there. Have a nice day.